I'm on a whole nother level, these bitches is out of their league. These bitches ain't batting like me. You bitches ain't better than me. These bitches don't count on these bitches can't count. I am not the one, 2 or the 3.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Nikki Reacts TV and welcome back to another reaction video. I know it's been a hot minute since I last posted, so I want to thank each and every one of you for your continued support and your loyalty to this channel. It definitely does not go unnoticed. But let's talk about Peach McIntyre, since she seems to be the hot topic in these social media streets. I thought I'd chime in and give my opinion on the whole perspective, since she is getting a lot of backlash. So I went to her channel, I watched a couple of her videos. I was watching her off and on in the past, but really was tuning in since the whole fiasco with her and her family. So let me give you my thoughts, my opinion, and let's just get into some things. So social media influencers like Peach, they have these powerful platforms where they express themselves and connect with audiences around the world. You know, it's a great thing. They can make great money.
You need to start a YouTube channel. Why you ain't got no YouTube channel? You need a little YouTube channel, you know, always. And I'm always talking about how YouTube has changed my life, how I was able to go from being low income, getting food stamps, to now being...
But it often attracts both positive and negative attention, as we all know from coming from this sector. But she has recently come under fire for openly sharing her struggles with past family trauma, unveiling their secrets, and infidelities in her marriage and her husband's alleged financial exploitation. Okay, so she's facing a lot of criticism from the online community, and I think her story highlights the importance of prioritizing one's mental health, you know, the significance of speaking one's truth, and the unrestrainable desire for love and acceptance. So that's pretty much her story in a nutshell. We're going to get into it and we're going to break it down from my point of view. So let me first start off by saying that I believe Peach. I believe she's telling the truth about her mother. I believe her mother is a big gaslighter. I believe the things that she said that her mother did, she did exactly that. And I'm going to tell you why. People like her mother are gaslighters, very narcissistic. What would the purpose be of Peach coming out here saying that her mother did all of these terrible things to her as a child? She was very emotionally abusive. She wasn't there for her. She made her bathe in her dirty bathwater. I mean, if you haven't seen the videos, go to her channel, Peach McIntyre, listen to the things that she said that her mother did to her. And what would the purpose be of coming out here saying these things if they were not true? I mean, they're very detailed. They're very specific, which is why I believe it. And she's getting a lot of backlash for coming out here telling her truth. How is she getting all the backlash for telling her truth, for telling her story? People are saying, well, she shouldn't have done that on social media. It could have been dealt with behind the scenes, which you don't think that they've been dealing with this for a long time behind the scenes? You gotta stop sweeping shit under the rug. Sometimes a way to get through to a person is to call them out on their shit, no matter what route you take to do it. So that's her truth. And the unpopular opinion is, I fucking believe her. And her mother is a big gaslighter. She's a narcissist. You can clearly see it. And she should be ashamed of herself. So her mother denies these claims that all of this shit Peach said never happened. She's this wonderful, great mother like LA. And I say shame the fuck on you, Tracy. She says that she cries every night. She cries for her. So you should cry. You know what that's called? That's called guilt. That's called guilt. She doesn't want to be looked at in a negative light. She doesn't give a her daughter feels about her. She cares about how she's perceived by the public and by the people at her job. She's a really good actress. So I believe Peach. Again, that's the unpopular opinion. And I think she has a right to come out here and talk about her childhood. Talk about what happened to her. Let's stop brushing shit under the rug. Talk about it. If it can't be dealt with behind closed doors, sometimes the only way to get through people is you have to take drastic measures, as unfortunate as it may seem. Sometimes that's the only way. I know a lot of people may disagree with me, may disagree with this video, and you absolutely have that right. That's what makes us individuals. We're different. We have the right to have differences of opinions, right? And this is mine. Tracy only wants to have a relationship with her daughter because it's financially beneficial to her. It's a convenience to her. I don't think she's interested in any type of normal mother-daughter relationship. I just don't. Do I believe people can grow up and change? Absolutely. But I just don't see that in this woman at all. For the simple fact that if you had any respect and love for your child, and if you want to grow a relationship with her, it starts with being accountable, holding yourself accountable for your actions, acknowledging her pain instead of dismissing it and deflecting. And she needs to do some self-reflection on her part and just acknowledge the part that she played in all of this childhood trauma that Peach is talking about. That's it and that's all. And then maybe they can have a chance to move forward. And a lot of people feel that, well, that's her mother. She shouldn't come out here on social media and bash her. She shouldn't be talking shit about her mother. They need to deal with this behind closed doors. Listen, at the end of the day, her intent was not to bash. Her intent was just to tell a story, was to talk about her childhood trauma. And her mother just happened to be the culprit and the star of that story. Now, how her mother perceived that, that's on her. And again, that is called guilt. That is called shame. And she needs to recognize that emotional abuse that she calls her daughter. And she also needs to understand that acknowledging that abuse is not synonymous with accepting blame, but rather a willingness to repair the damage and work towards a healthier dynamic for the sake of building a relationship with your daughter, Peach. I think she's reluctant to acknowledge her actions because they may stem from, like I said, shame and a desire to avoid being viewed negatively. But stop putting that expectation off, okay? Because it hinders people from confronting their faults and leading to avoidance and denial. And that's exactly what we're seeing here. She comes out here saying how much she's cried and she's cried every night. Well, again, that's guilt. Let's move on to the brother. He's a fuckboy. He's a whole clown. He's disgusting. But yet Peach is the one that has the problem. Listen to how you sat on live and you belittled her. You berated her. You're disgusting. You're a boy. Okay? You live at home with your mama, nigga. You can't talk about nobody. You have no room to talk at all. You mad at Big Bank over there. You mad at that woman that has 7 kids and will never divorce her husband. You're mad. So, I just want to know, why are people mad that she's coming out here telling her story? You can't rewrite someone's narrative. You can't dismiss and tell people that their feelings are invalid and that shit never happened to them. If they want to tell their story, she has a platform, she can do that. There's plenty of mothers out there like her in the world. I'm talking about Tracy. There's a lot of ain't shit mothers in the world that did all type of shit to their kids when they were little. And now that they're grown and they want to brush it under the rug and like it never happened. And then you want to invalidate this woman's feelings and get mad at her for telling a story about you. That's not how that shit works. And we see that every day with Treese, the other one over there. The bad mammies are out there, okay? They're out there. So when LA's kids get older, are we going to say the same shit? That never happened to you. You can't come out here and bash your mother. As a mother, no trauma, through no pain, bullshit, and they get mad at them when they grow the up and call you out on your shit. If she truly, genuinely loved her daughter, she would respect the fact that her daughter is a woman and and that she has a right as a woman to tell and speak her truth, and that she should acknowledge and accept the fact that she played a big part in that and stop dismissing and denying her daughter's feelings. Then maybe she would have a little more validity in the shit that she says. But as of today, I don't believe it. So she needs to work on that, because I really feel bad for Peach. I feel sad for her. And I feel bad that people are bashing her online just for being truthful and to being honest about her life. So I'm not buying it when I see the mother coming to her house, knocking on the door, you know, saying that she wants to see Peach, she wants to give her a hug, that she's crying every night, that she loves her daughter, she wants a relationship. You know, you got to think it must be a lonely place when you don't have a mother, a father, siblings. All you have are your children. I think that's why she spoils her kids. That's why she goes super hard for them. You know, she wants to give them all of the love that she has inside of her that was never given to her. She needs to heal from that in order to move forward. So let's move forward and talk about her husband, because I think he plays a major role in all of this as well. I think he's an extension of her mother. I think that she sticks around, that she has him around because she doesn't have anyone else. She doesn't have any family. She depends on him a lot to watch the kids, to cook, to clean, to do all of this shit. And so she's really settling. She's accepting the emotional abuse. She's accepting the infidelity. She's accepting the pain. She's accepting the financial finessing. She's accepting all of this because she doesn't have a choice. As a woman, of course, you don't want to settle, but when you have no other means as far as any support, any familial support, you're going to stick with what's familiar. You're going to stick with what you're used to, and this is what Peach is used to. She's been with him pretty much half of her life, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't see him going away anytime soon. She keeps referring to herself as the woman with 7 kids who's divorcing her husband, but that divorce is not gonna happen. She's not ready to let go of the person who's supposed to love her, because if she lets go of Wood, then who will she have? No one but her children. And that's a different type of love. She wants companionship. She wants to be accepted. You know, she wants flowers. She wants the little things, and he cannot even provide her the little things. So what makes her think that he's deserving of her love and her time and her attention and her money, for that matter? And to be honest, I don't know what she sees in him. I think she can do way better. She is a really pretty girl. We've seen the pictures of her when she was younger and a little bit smaller. She has a really pretty face, but I think Peach needs to just keep herself up a little bit. Stop letting yourself go. Just because you're a mother with 7 kids does not mean that you should be walking around looking like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being natural and being eccentric and all of that, but it's really just giving, I'm letting myself go because I really don't give a fuck no more. If I don't have this man, if I don't have my family, I don't care anymore. I'm just giving up, and I'm just gonna love my kids, and that's it, which is absolutely fine, but don't let yourself go in the process. Because as the saying goes, if you look good, you feel good, and if you feel good, you do good. Okay, so let's not be too hard on Peach. I know she comes out and she says things that a lot of people don't agree with. Her actions may be a little questionable at times, but at the end of the day, she's just a woman who is severely broken inside. Guys, those are my thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. Comment down below and let me know, what do you guys think? Do you think Peach is wrong for coming and speaking her most honest truth? Do you think her mother is right for saying that Peach should not be talking about them on the internet? Either way, I think we can collectively agree that these women need some extensive therapy, and that is not up for debate. So, Ayanla, come fix their life, child. But anyways, if you are not subscribed to this channel, bang on that subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up, and as always, meet me in that comment section, all right? And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.